Today we are going to be talking about your final assignment in our class, and it is a digital choice board. Basically, a digital choice board gives students the options to complete the tasks that they want, things that intrigue them, things that they're curious about, all while learning. So I have in our directions given you some templates that you can use, or you can create your own template, and I've also given you a couple websites that you can go to find out more about a digital choice board. With online learning being such an important tool right now in our society, the digital choice board is a great option for you to use in the classroom. So a couple that I looked at that I like, this is just one that you'll find in your links, and starts out digital choice board, and then it gives us a couple options of different boards we could use. So depending on the age group of the kids or how complex you'd like it to be, you can choose. So for instance, let's say I decide that I want to use this digital choice board. So the first thing I would do is, since this is in Google Slides, I would make a copy. And by making a copy of it, it now becomes mine, and I can have access to it at all times. So I have my copy of my digital choice board, and I'm going to come right down here to where we're going to put in all of our content. Basically, a digital choice board is going to be interactive. That means I should be able to come to any of these squares and click on it, and it should take me someplace. So for instance, let's say I'm going to do a digital choice board on the rock cycles. So I go and I find this great video all about the rock cycle, and I want to share that with my students. So if they are interested in watching a video on the rock cycle, they could come here and watch the video. So I'll come back to my board, and I'm just going to say, watch this video about the rock cycle. And then we need to make that link hyperactive. So what we do is we highlight it, then we come up here to the top and we look for this. It's called a chain. A hyperlink is what I meant to say. And we click on it, and it'll say, hey, where is this wanting to go? And I can paste that link in right there. And then it also knows, Google knows where I've been. So it's going to apply it. Now, when the students are working in the board, they could go ahead and they could click on this and click on the YouTube video. And up comes a great video on the rock cycle. So that is one of the first things that we could do. Another thing that would be great to link here would be, let's say we want to do an interactive complete the cycle of the rock. So there's a little activity down here. We want the students to demonstrate their knowledge of what the rock cycle is. I'd come up here, copy that URL, come back to our board, and I'd say something like practice showing your knowledge of the rock cycle. Once again, I'll highlight it, come up to the link, insert the link, apply, and now I have another active link. You will do this for your entire board. One thing that is important to note is that there needs to be one square that is going to show that they have mastered the skill. So I'm going to make this one it, and I'm going to put like a star and let them know the one that has the star they need to for sure do at the end to show that they have mastered the rock cycle. So I'm just going to do a rock cycle test. And then I have found a Kahoot game all about the rock cycle. So I'm going to copy that URL. I'm going to go back to here. Once again, highlight, link, and paste. And then when the student clicks on that, it'll take him to the little test. This is just an example of what you can do, the options out there. When we go back to the directions, I want you to notice up here, all activities must be digital. They all have to have link. I did not show you how to put in pictures, but you also need to add graphics into your board as well. It also recommends that you have differentiated learning opportunities. So don't make everything super easy. Challenge the students, have maybe an easy square, a medium square, and a hard square, making one more challenging than the other. So if a student feels up to being challenged, they can possibly select that box. The evaluation I showed you, make one square an evaluation of what your students have learned. And also, very important, make sure you give credits to anything that you use that's not your own. The best place to put your credits of things that you have used, of course, is going to be on the very last page. So this just happens to be a Google slide, but if I was using a Google Doc or a Microsoft Word doc, I would just scroll down to a new sheet of paper. But on this one, all I would have to do is just come up here to the plus, and it would give me a blank. And from here, I could go ahead and do my works cited. So make sure you include that works cited. Enjoy. I hope you have a great time making your digital choice board.